It's Week 18 of the National Football League.
And we'll see the Broncos' superstar tight end, who's now over 1,000 yards receiving on the season.
It's the Broncos and the Chargers.
All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. One final time this regular season. As always, joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott as we get ready to put a bow on what has been an outstanding 18 weeks of football.
And for 14 lucky teams across the NFL, Kate, this isn't the end for them. This is their last chance at a tune-up before they play on into the postseason chasing that Super Bowl ring. But for the other 18, this is it. Their final chapter. Their final chapter in a story to take the field until September rolls around again. And for some, frankly, well, this might be the last time they ever put the pads on. So leave everything you got out there and do everything in your power to go get that win in this final week.
For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. And we'll get a look at the guy calling the shots, their fifth-year quarterback.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuffing the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. There's certainly some momentum to build on today.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A gain of 4 for them, and that sets up 3rd and 7. Looking for a throw here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. Steering the ship, already in charge in just his first season, their rookie signal caller from the Ohio State University.
Kate, he's had some time to work past their last game, and he needed every second of it. A 4-interception game isn't easy for anybody to move on from, even for the shortest of memories. He's got to get his head right this week. This team needs him to deliver.
It's his running back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with a running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. From the 42. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. From the gun, a give to Brown. He breaks the tackle. And they bring him down around the 34. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd
from the 34. Finds a man right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll try and throw it here. Throwing all the way to the end zone. They connect on the deep shot. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force some punts and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Do we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right. Because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league. And the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Chargers and their running back about to get back to work. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Into traffic, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. He's got it on the bootleg. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Trying to get it with the option here. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Dump off caught by his back. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Olave with the catch. And he's brought down for a loss.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
3rd and long for him here. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two and 3rd downs vertical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. The Broncos and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Brown on the inside give. He gets forward, next about 4 yards. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They've got 1st down from the 31. Here's a throw. Throw left side, complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Has a man, it's Brown. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Chargers take possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go play action here. Looking to his fullback now. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. The Broncos got there. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much.
He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Jake Camarda on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. They'll throw on 1st. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Simply put, Kate, I mean, that's just job well done by the defense. You get a completion on 2nd down and go backwards, that's a pretty superhuman effort and want to from this defense.
It is cut left side. Continuing to move past the 45. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
And this one doesn't go far. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Now, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3-and-out.
So no return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Throwing from the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. From the 19. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They're throwing it. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, I'll tell you this, Kate, that's where you got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back.
And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. Throwing it to start this drive. That one's complete right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Hauled in left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Into the hands of Olave. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They're going play action. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Pass play coming here. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Denver ready for another offensive possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Throwing now on first down. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Well, that one came.
Now the Chargers in pretty clear disagreement with that last call, and now the challenge flag comes out. So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Devin Lloyd making the play.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory, and they've got a short field after that pick. Here's a give up the middle. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Dax Hill up for the stop. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Setting up a throw. Dumped off to his running back. Juke the defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Chargers will have a first. Working inside the red zone. Completed over the middle. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Design bootleg here. Shakes himself free. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete. So the incompletion on first. Here's 2nd and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
All I could tell him there was good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they could just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You've got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here comes the Bronco offense. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
At the 31-yard line.
Brown on the carry. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Throwing from the gun here. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Pass play now. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Now he takes it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
Bone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Here's 2nd and 11. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He'll throw it. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push their lead to 4.
I know they love that golf adage, drive for show, putt for dough, but it's awfully nice to drive for show and to have that kind of weapon in your back pocket.
Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
They'll send him over right. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Man in motion headed right. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Looking. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Okay, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
On again comes Jake Camarda to punt this away. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. No return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. The Broncos headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. On first down, they'll run. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Back to throw now. Has a man. It's Brown.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And they could really use a good one here. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And the Chargers are going to take over deep in their own territory. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Sideline throw is incomplete. Should have been intercepted in all reality. Instead, 4th down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Hits him on the out route. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Hits him on the in route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They'll throw it. Brought in right side. Running in the red zone. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Fielded at the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. Out comes the Charger offense late in this first half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Try and get it to Chris Olave. And now they face second down. He's dropping back to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So they're left facing third and long. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he's brought down before the return gets far. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 42. Finds the in route complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on first down. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends their lead to 14.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Looking to throw. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Nearly an interception on that play. So it's second down coming up. A final throw before the break. He lofts it deep left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. So we're halfway through this final week of the regular season. Now we'll send you to our studios in Orlando and Jonathan Coachman for a look around the league with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started out west in Las Vegas. And it's the Raiders out in front as they approach halftime. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up to the Pacific Northwest. Check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are in need of some changes come the offseason. We know that. But they do get the victory there to give them a final record of 6-11.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. This return starts at the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
19 Tiger.
Throwing now off play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Dropping back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And as much as we thought we'd be watching highlights here, talking about this passing game, Brock, it's been the guys on the other side of the ball who've come in and stolen that spotlight.
Yeah, and in an offensive-driven league, and one that's sometimes even legislated that way, it's nice and refreshing to see a defense put together an effort like this.
Amen.
Be the ones everybody's talking about for how well they've played on their side of the ball.
Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. 2nd and 3 now. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. Another carry for him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's why you often see some mix, some high-percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation, a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Running back sent in motion. Now they'll throw out of the gun. This is complete to Olave. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. And the Broncos are in the nickel for this 3rd down. They've got a man in motion. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Broncos running their offense out once again. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos get set to take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Jack Panther.
On the ground, Brown. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss. Just watching from the booth, that looked like a last resort to go take that check down. He wanted to push the ball down the field, but there was nowhere to go. He looked shorter, and this defense was ready to make him pay.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Chargers take possession. They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's going to be 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Into the hands of Olave. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still 1st down.
So now, after the penalty, it's 1st and 15. Throwing it again here. It's incomplete. Risky throw to the sideline. They're lucky that defender didn't keep on going down the sideline there. It's going to be 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Olave with the catch. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st. Broncos bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll get him back to 11.
He's happy to bring him 3 points closer, but I'm sure he sees the situation of the game. He knows 3 isn't going to cut it to end these drives. They need to find the end zone.
Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Denver set to take the field on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. They send a receiver in motion right. Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
Dumped off to his running back. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. He's going to throw this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. A give now from the gun. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. From the 31. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. The Broncos get to him here. He's brought down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Punting unit out now. It'll be Jake Camarda doing the honors. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Broncos offense all set to go. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That's complete. Here's Brown. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 14. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Makes it 3rd and 6.
Looking to the air here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
No return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. This offense making its way back out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking for a throw here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, it's hard to come by in this league.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. Collects this at the 32. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt goes 63 yards. And it'll be their football. This offense ready to get going again now. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to the well again. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. No gain there, and that'll bring up 4th and a few.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he'll try to hit this one well. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now this offense getting set to work here. Getting Olave on the slant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. He tosses right to the short side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Broncos get set to take over. They'll throw on 1st. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Second and 6 coming up here. They'll try and throw it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Brought in along the sideline. Just need an official ruling, and they say catch. Great play. Given 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you could come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Third and just 2 to go. Running it now out of the gun. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Mims with the grab. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's a throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver first. From the red zone now. Finds a man right side. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Second down now, 7 to go.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
And he can't find the lane before being wrapped up at the line. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense getting all set for this series. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They're throwing it. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 32. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Pass play coming here. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Here we go, 2nd and very long. Pearsall there to grab it. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. They're out now, ready to punt it. And they could really use a good one here. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos and this running back headed back out for a new series. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. Plowing up the middle. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, Well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. This one misses the tight end. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Punt team on the field. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Chargers take possession. Back out runs their offense. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. To throw it on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So 2nd down coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Setting up a throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, quarterback's going to count on 99 of 100 times completing that short, simple route to a tight end. But even the shortest and simplest of throws will find a drop at some point, too.
Trying to push this past the marker. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. They went for it and got the 4 yards they needed, and that keeps this drive alive. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Pass play now. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They're now set for 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. 1st and 10, looking to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
So many throws in the league attack this area of the field. They love to attack the slot. And for these defenders who have to play that area, it takes great reaction. It takes tremendous intuition. And then just a spatial awareness of understanding where you are amidst that space to go take the ball away. That is well done.
Here comes their offense out again. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Throwing now on 1st down. Has it downfield, working the left. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Completed over the middle. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 3rd and just 2 to go. He'll throw it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. They'll try and punch it in. And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Their offense running back out now. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds the in route complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. So it'll be second down. Back to throw now. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Working quickly here. And a man is there to knock that away. Clean breakup on that throw. And now it's second down. Throwing it again here. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Chargers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Now they send their back in motion right. This is complete to Olave. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 31. And down he goes. The Broncos got there. I heard this to the line. Throw on 3rd down. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Chris Olave. And that brings up 4th and long. They go play action here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The offense getting set to go. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. They give it to him again. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. So it's a win for the Broncos. And they end the season on a great note, Brock, with a W in the final chapter of this year's campaign. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.